The notification arrived while I was grocery shopping. Not dramatic, not urgent, just a small banner at the top of my phone. Your account status has been updated. I ignored it at first, paid for my groceries. Walked home, made dinner. Later that night, I opened the app. My profile looked the same. Same photos, same bio, same follower count. But one thing was different. A small gray label under my name. Visibility limited. I tapped it. Your content may reach fewer people while our systems assess recent activity. Recent activity. I scrolled back through my posts. Nothing controversial. Photos, family updates, a couple of articles I'd shared. One comment thread where people argued, but I hadn't started it. I assumed it was temporary. The next morning, my post had 0 engagement. No likes, no views. I messaged a friend. Can you see my latest post? She replied, "What post?" I sent a screenshot. She paused. Then, I had to search your name. It didn't show up in my feed. I checked my settings. Everything was public, nothing restricted. A few days later, an email arrived. Subject, account integrity update. It thanked me for being a valued user, then explained that my account had been placed under contextual review. No strike. No violation. Just review. I clicked learn more. The page was vague. Our systems evaluate patterns of interaction, network behavior, and trust signals. Trust signals. I thought about that phrase all day. What counted as a signal? Who sent them? Who received them? I noticed changes quickly after that. Job posts I applied to through the platform showed fewer responses. Messages I sent to people I didn't know well went unread. Even marketplace listings I posted got almost no views. At first, I blamed coincidence. Then a recruiter I'd spoken with before called me directly. "Hey," she said, "this is awkward, but your profile looked different." "Different how?" I asked. She hesitated. "Less visible," she said, like it didn't want to load. I laughed nervously. "That sounds insane." "I know," she said. "But our system flagged it as low trust." Low trust. The phrase hit harder than I expected. I asked if she knew why. "No," she said. "We don't see reasons. Just scores." That night, I Googled. It wasn't official, no announcements, but forums were full of people describing the same thing. Shadow restrictions, reduced reach, quiet downgrades. Most had theories, politics, opinions, associations, but many, like me, had nothing obvious. One post stood out. It's not about what you post. It's about who interacts with you. I scrolled through my messages. There was my cousin constantly arguing with strangers online, an old friend who shared conspiracies, a coworker who'd been flagged last year and disappeared from feeds. I hadn't endorsed them. I just existed near them. The next week, my bank sent a fraud alert. A routine check. They said, still, they asked extra questions. Required additional verification. When I asked why, the representative said, "Your digital risk profile updated." Digital risk profile. I asked where that came from. "Third-party data providers," she said. "Which ones?" She couldn't tell me. I started noticing small frictions everywhere. A ride-share app asked me to verify my identity. Again. A short-term rental request was declined with no explanation. A dating app match unmatched me after one message. Each thing alone was nothing. Together, they formed a pattern. I requested my data from the platform. They sent a massive file. Thousands of lines, timestamps, engagement metrics. Buried deep inside was a section labeled reputation signals. No explanations, just scores. Network reliability, moderate. Interaction quality, declining. Contextual alignment, low. Contextual alignment with what? I contacted support. The response was friendly. There is no penalty on your account, the email said. Your standing remains positive. Then why? Some systems operate continuously. It said, temporary fluctuations are normal. How long is temporary? I wrote back. They never answered that question. Instead, another notification appeared days later. Recommendation eligibility restricted. I used to get suggested content, job leads, event invites. Now the section was empty, I felt. Removed. Not banned, just sidelined. Friends stopped tagging me in posts. Thought you'd see it anyway, one said. I wasn't seeing anything. The platform felt quieter, lonelier, as if the walls had moved closer without me noticing. At work, a manager pulled me aside. HR asked me to check something, she said carefully. About what? Your online presence. My stomach dropped. They said an external assessment flagged inconsistencies. She continued. Inconsistencies with what? Our values, she said. I asked for specifics. She didn't have any. It's not disciplinary, she said quickly. Just something to be aware of. Be aware of what? That I was becoming untrustworthy to systems I didn't know existed. I started cleaning my profiles, unfriended people, deleted comments, removed old posts, nothing changed. If anything, my score dropped again. A forum user explained why. Rapid changes signal reputation manipulation. I stopped touching anything after that. I felt frozen. One night, I tried to create a new account. Just to see, it was flagged immediately. Account creation unavailable at this time. I realized then how complete it was. It wasn't about one platform, it was about identity. A quiet, aggregated version of me that followed me everywhere. Months passed, life adjusted, but opportunities stopped arriving. People I used to hear from forgot to reply, invitations slowed, then vanished. Not dramatically, gradually, as if I'd become less relevant. I wasn't angry anymore. Just tired. I submitted a formal appeal. It took weeks. The response came at 2:03 a.m. After review, no action is required. No change, no explanation. I stared at the screen. They weren't accusing me of anything, which meant there was nothing to clear. Because nothing was technically wrong. I was still allowed, just deprioritized. Sometimes I wonder when it happened, which interaction tipped a number, which association nudged a score, because no one ever told me I was untrustworthy. They just quietly adjusted the world until it treated me that way.